I'm Brian Van, sportbiketrackgear.com. Today we're going to do a product review on something I'm really excited for. This is the Dainese D-Air Misano race suit. Yes, it has the airbag in it. The one you're looking at, this is custom colors. This is an off-the-rack Misano that I had made for myself. I wanted to pick my own colors out. I wanted my logos and stuff put on it. So it's a lot more expensive that way, almost double the cost, okay? But this is available off the rack, couple of colorways available. You get the same exact suit that I am wearing right now, which is a top-level D-skin suit with the D-Air system in it. $24.99. When I compare that to other top-level suits, man, I got to tell you, I think it should be $34.95, okay, because it has the airbag and the others don't. And suit to suit, I would say that this is on par with the other suits. Free shipping for any order over $40. Lower United States, obviously this thing's going to ship for free. Let's talk about fit. It's really critical with this that the suit fits you appropriately. And that's where STG really comes into play. Nobody knows road race suits better than we do. We're going to help make sure this thing fits you right so you can take advantage of all the benefits the suit and the airbag have to offer collectively. Okay? That said, during the buying process, you're going to be working with my staff, and you'll be working with me as well. This is something I want to be involved in on some level. We're going to want to see a picture of you in the suit to make sure the fit is appropriate, so on and so forth, and really work with you at a high level, offer a high level of support. For any interested D-Air customers or current D-Air buyers from us here at STG, I'll be available to you whenever you need me. My email address is service@sportbiketrackgear.com for any questions you might have that you feel should be sent via email. If you have a technical question, you're at the racetrack, and you're a D-Air buyer from us, I'm going to give every one of those customers my personal cell phone number because I have the suit too and I really understand how to use it. You can call me if you're at the track, you got a question, and maybe I can help you faster than Dainese can. Okay, so I'd like to make myself available for anyone that is going to, step up to the plate and buy a serious piece of hardware like this. Let's talk about the airbag because that's what everybody's interested in right now. It's a 7-sensor system. It's all integral to the race hump. It uses a lithium battery. It's rechargeable, holds a charge for about 8 hours. We've got an LED indicator here that's going to let you know the state of ready, state of charge. I'm going to break that down in the second part of the video. There's an algorithm that's been developed by Dainese over a number of seasons, all in racing. And that's really the magic, because that's difficult to do. You don't want it to go off in a situation where it doesn't need to. So at some of the real low speed stuff, it just cuts off, okay? It disables itself. So it won't pop off for a very, very slow low side where it just simply doesn't need to, okay? Now, we're gonna have a couple of videos after this part that are gonna show you how fast it inflates. It's literally faster than you can blink. It's not even about specifications. When you see that video, you're going to be like, that is amazing. And we're going to show you one where it actually goes off as a rider is crashing. It'll deflate all on its own. There's nothing that you need to do there. Let's talk about it's went off. You've had a crash. It worked. It did a great job. Can I get it repacked? Yes, you can. Send it out to Dainese in California, their repair facility. Factory-trained technician is able to recharge the bag, evaluate the suit, and if there's any repairs necessary at that time, which likely there will be, they'll be able to facilitate that for you too, and get your D-Air suit back in working condition 100%, so you can go out and enjoy that same level of protection. The costs for that right now have not been completely identified. It did sound like it could be somewhere in that between $200 and $300-ish range. Don't quote me on that 100% right now, but the meetings we had, that's where it sounded like it was going to land, which in my mind is very affordable. Okay, the airbag itself, we're going to show you all kinds of pictures and footage of this too. It's in the shoulder area and the neck area. How most collarbones get broken, most common injury in road racing, is the helmet contacting the collarbone, shell of the helmet. This inflates with 4 liters of air. It's in a 3D airbag, proprietary technology for Dainese. It inflates evenly and it's almost rigid, right? To help absorb the energy of the helmet, prevents the collarbone break. Once again, look to the high levels of racing like MotoGP. You'll see that there's very few DR riders. I think there was one, maybe, collarbone or shoulder injury that they had from their DR racers. The bottom line is it works better than anything else out there currently. So in the shoulder area, you have your DR system, you have your external shoulder slider, and you have some Pro Shape armor in here as well. There is a tremendous amount of armor in that area. You'll also see some motion panels in the suit. Those are designed to allow the airbag to inflate that full 4 liters. Airbag aside, suit itself, D-skin leather, high-end, very abrasion and tear resistant, heavily perforated throughout the suit. S1 stretch fabric, CE certified armor in the elbow and forearm, new elbow slider. I've ridden this once and it was a grat and there was an issue with the track. I literally got to do 2 laps and then came back home. Maybe, hopefully someday I could get that down. That's kind of cool. If nothing else, it provides a point to slide from in a very critical crash zone, helps to protect your suit even if you're not going to be dragging it. We get into the shoulder. I explained all that. CE certified armor built into the liner and the hips. Come down to the legs, tons of perf, large motion panel, CE certified armor, knee and shin, Dainese aluminum exterior slider, replaceable knee pucks. This suit will work with external boots like I have on now, or if you want to use the Dainese InStyle boot, it will also accommodate that. Like I said, very, very technical piece. Recharging, it comes with a long USB cord, plug it right into your computer. It also has the ability to store lap times, map out a racetrack, top speeds, acceleration, deceleration. You download some software on the Dainese website. When you get done riding, I think it's got a 2 gigabyte memory that it had available inside of it. You're able to download the stuff and have a look at your riding, get some telemetry, okay, which is also, I think, a nice added benefit. And basically, they're able to do that because they already have the GPS in there and they're already tracking all those things to work with the airbag and the algorithms. There's a nice added benefit there. When you get home, when you go to recharge your suit, you have the ability to look at some of your riding. One other key factor that we're going to explain very closely in the second part of this video is the on and off for the suit. When you get your suit, it's going to come with this red tag. Keep it. It's got 2 metal snaps on the back. This essentially is what keeps the switch open and turns the suit off during transport or travel. 2 metal snaps here where you would conventionally only see Velcro. When you are not using the suit to prevent it from being turned on, you would have this snapped on in place of that, so you're not able to make any connection between these 2 metal snaps on the flap and the 2 on the breast of the suit. If you like what you see so far and you're still interested, I'm going to guess that you are, stay tuned. We've got a couple of cool videos supplied by Dainese after this, followed by a more technical description of the internal parts of the suit. Okay, now we're going to give you an inside-out tutorial on the all-new Dainese DR race suit. This is going to be one of the most important things. This is going to teach you, right, how to get the suit charged up and keep it charged and be able to determine what state of charge are we at. Does it have the GPS signal? Does it not? Are there any error codes? Basically, are we functional? Are we ready to race? Your suit is going to come with this snap connector right here on the right breast. Most suits, they just have a leather flap and a piece of Velcro, right, to tidy it up and hold the zipper down. This suit has 2 metal snaps. This is essentially the switch, okay? The switch is open, right, when it is unsnapped. You want to keep this piece because what it does is when you're traveling with the suit, it insulates it so that the snaps cannot make connection and turn the suit on. So be sure to keep this piece and keep it on there when you're traveling with it. Here's your LED indicator right here on the right sleeve. This is very important. When you first begin to use the suit, right, first time you connect it during the day, the first few flashes are going to indicate state of charge. After that, it'll indicate that it's looking for the GPS. And then if you're outside and in a place where it is able to get the GPS signal, it will give you some flashes in blue only that indicate a state of ready. If you have an issue with the suit and there's a trouble in the system, you're going to get red flashes and green flashes alternately together. They'll flash in a sequence. You're going to want to mark that down, okay? Call Dainese technical support and they can help you diagnose the problem. So let's begin normal day, right? I've got my suit charged up. We're at the track. Undo the snaps, put it somewhere where you don't lose it, and we're going to start by snapping in. Five green flashes indicate 100% state of charge. 4 green flashes followed by 1 red would indicate 80%, 3, 60, 2, 40, and 1 green one would be 20%. Next, you see it flashing blue followed by green. 1 blue, 4 green. That indicates that right now it is looking for the GPS signal. We're inside of a building, and as you know, it's hard to get a GPS signal inside the building. It's quite likely that we're not going to get that in here. Out at the racetrack, it goes very quickly to just the blue followed by a blue flash, which indicates it's got GPS signal and we are ready to go. When you get your suit, it's going to come with an instruction booklet. It's in multiple languages. Find the one that's appropriate for you. It's going to cover all this again, but this is really important to remember. When you turn the suit off, when you unsnap it, it's going to flash continual red very fast for a minimum of 10 seconds. When it's done doing that, the system is fully off. Let's talk about state of charge for the battery. A fully charged battery, you're going to have roughly 8 hours, okay? When you're at the racetrack, being out on the track for 8 hours, not very likely to happen, okay? So 1 full battery charge should pretty easily get you through an entire day. The suit comes equipped with a long USB cord, okay? What I did is I actually just plugged it into my PC here at the shop. It was easy to do. You can do it with a laptop. There's many devices where you can plug this in. The port is right here in the race hump, and even with the liner in the suit, it is readily accessible. The LEDs will come on while it's charging, giving you an idea that it is charging. So very simple to use. Also, you're able to go to the Dainese website. You can download some software that will give you some telemetry to work with. Okay, now we're going to talk about the airbag system itself, both the control system, which is housed here in the race hump, and then the actual airbag itself. We do have some visuals and pictures that will move into the video here as we go as well through the editing process. Essentially, we have 7 sensors housed inside of here, 3 accelerometers and 3 gyroscopes with 1 GPS. They all work together using an algorithm that has been obviously over many years developed by Dainese to determine when and if the bag should inflate. It inflates faster than you can blink, right? We're talking milliseconds here. 4 liters of air are pushed into a proprietary 3D structured airbag. And the 3D structure is very important. The bag is something that's been developed and manufactured in-house by Dainese. There's a ton of technology in there. And throughout all the years they've been developing this in GP, you can see the number of shoulder and collarbone injuries with the D-Air racers as compared to the other brands. They're absolutely dominating. I've got the liner pulled out of the suit. And let's see if we can give you a bit of a look here at the airbag. The airbag itself is going to be all down through the shoulder area, right? You can see the spacer fabric here. Here is one of the retainers for it right here. And since this is my suit, I'm going to go ahead and disassemble it and give you all just a closer look at exactly what we're dealing with here. This is something you don't want to be doing on your own. If and when the suit ever requires any service, it should only be serviced by factory trained technicians. Okay, here is essentially half of the airbag itself. It's obviously going to go over into the race hump here and then follow down into the other shoulder. So what they're doing here, this inflates, and it inflates, like I said, as a 3D structure. Tons of technology here. 4 liters of air, cold gas, doesn't burn you at all. This is inside of a pocket here in the shoulder. There is other armor in here. We've got some foam here, right, to manage energy. On the other side of that, we have some of their Pro Shape. Let me see if I can show you that. Armor as well. Okay, and then remember, additionally, we have the external shoulder protector. So all in this area, we have all these items that come together to protect the collarbone and the shoulder. The most common injury in road racing, without a question, yep, it's broken collarbone right there. I've done that before, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have as well. That is really what this is going to be best at preventing: shoulder and collarbone injuries, which is good because they are the most common. Once again, don't take yours apart. Leave that for the factory trained technicians. Dainese is probably already going to give me a hard time because I took my own suit apart and showed it to you. Okay, so I think we've covered everything with the electronics, the actual airbag, the how-to, right, the state of ready. And now I'm going to go ahead and kind of transition into the suit itself. My suit, as I said earlier, this is a custom that they made for me. So we've got custom colors. I went with a box stock 56. It fits me perfect. It is important with the DR the suit fits properly. If it doesn't fit properly, if it's way too loose, okay, you might lose some of the added benefit the airbag gives you. So you need to have proper suit fit, and that's where STG really comes into play. Nobody knows how to fit a race suit better than we do to make sure you're going to get the most out of your investment. The suit all on its own, minus the airbag, let's talk about the features and benefits there. We have a fully removable liner. Okay, they incorporate some additional protections into the liner itself. Obviously, very high-end. Fabrics are used, top quality manufacturing. We got some energy managing foam in various strategic locations. Here in the hip area, this is going to be the most significant stuff they've incorporated in it. It's got that Pro Shape armor in here. Okay, so you're going to have real protection in the hip and quads, both sides. The liner is easy in, easy out. You can wash it if you choose to. Remember to hand wash it and line dry it. Mild detergents. This suit also includes this back protector, right? Just got a waist strap, simple to use. Obviously, CE certified Wave. This is an excellent, lightweight, low profile piece. CE certified armor in the elbows and forearms. Lives in a pocket here. New with this, elbow slider, replaceable elbow sliders. No, I didn't actually get that down because I've only ridden it at one time so far. That's a scuff, I think, from the trailer. So additional protection here in the elbow. S1 stretch fabric, very abrasion and tear resistant. We've got lots of perforation in the suit. Flows air to keep you cool and comfortable. Massive motion panels all the way up into the chest, intersecting with the actual S1 stretch fabric. Suit felt great when I had it on. Really didn't feel like it was fighting me at all. It was really working with me. Felt protective and comfortable. Integrated tailbone protector right here. 2 layers of leather in any of the key impact and abrasion zones. Large motion panel here in the knee. Dainese knee protector on the external, right? Aluminum logo, CE certified armor, shin, knee. That is all built into the suit. Multiple layers, right, are in this area to really ensure a high level of protection. You can see some of the foam that's inside behind the armor. Tons of protection. If you want to wear the Dainese in boots. The suit obviously is designed to accept that. If you want to wear standard boots that go over the top of the suit, it allows you to do that as well. Back of the suit, motion panels everywhere, and that's really important with the airbag, okay? Because what's going to happen when this bad boy inflates, the suit needs to take up the volume, okay? So these stretch panels that you see here, they help you ride, but they also allow that airbag to puff up. Remember, 4 liters of air happening just like that, actually faster than that, right here in this area. This allows that to happen. Large motion panel in the waist, rolls up into the front of the suit, intersects in the chest. Any of the logoing or my name, that kind of stuff, that's not included, right? S1 stretch fabric all throughout the crotch, all the way down the back of the legs. I think we've done a pretty good job with this, with this suit. For any of my customers out there, prospective customers, if you have any questions about it, I'm happy to answer those for you directly, right? I've got more experience this than probably anyone in the country does at this point, more than my staff would, and it's an expensive item. I'm happy to work with you. I can be reached directly at service@sportbiketrackgear.com. Just put DAIR in the title and let me know that you're interested. I'm happy to work through it with you. If you bought one from us and you need some additional support, right, and technical support, I'm happy to get involved too. Use the same email address. No worries about it. If you're a DAIR user, I'll go as far as to give you my cell phone number. If you're at the racetrack and you have issues, feel free to call me personally, and if I can help you faster than Dainese do, I'll be happy to do that for sure, because this is definitely quite an investment in your safety, and we'd be happy to work with you on that level. This is the all-new Dainese DAIR race suit. I'm Brian Van, sportbiketrackgear.com.